It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And he's there to clear it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they can counter here. João Felix. Munoz. Sanchez has a look and plays it forward. Now that's well seen too. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Suarez. He has found the way through. Now it's Diaz. Diaz, chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Vitinha, Nuno Mendes. Mendes going full steam ahead down the left flank. Vitinha goes short. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Ball's played through. João Cancelo has it in a wide position. Portugal with another corner. Cleared away. Suarez. Diaz. Diaz tries to thread one through. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. João Neves. João Cancelo. Mendes chasing after it, and it's Mendes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
João Cancelo. Gonçalo Inácio. Pedro Neto. Gonçalo Inácio. And it's played forward. And the pass is intercepted. And it's James Rodriguez. Vitinha wins the duel this time. Mendes, gently done.
Cristiano Ronaldo
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nuno Mendes. João Neves.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Sanchez, forwards and with intent. Lerma. That's really well manoeuvred. Munoz, lofted in. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Vega getting this one clear. João Felix. Vitinha shifted upfield. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Muscular approach does pay off here. James Rodriguez. Lerma aim forwards. Mojica. Cross needs to be good. And it's hoisted clear. It'll be a throw-in. James Rodriguez. And that has sent him sprawling. Pedro Neto. Inácio shifted upfield. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's really well manoeuvred. Lerma. Munoz. Oh, good-looking ball. Nuno Mendes. Quarter of an hour played. No goals as yet. And it's James Rodriguez. Diaz. João Cancelo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. James Rodriguez. Mojica. Diaz. Mojica. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's found the way through. Ronaldo gently done. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. João Felix. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been won straight back. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been knocked clear. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well timed, excellent interception. Lofted upfield. Is onto it in a flash. João Cancelo. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. He's through here. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, smashing header! And one more try! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vega. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mojica. Diaz. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Up towards the front line. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. And the keeper gets his hands on it. James Rodriguez. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Applies the finish!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Cabal driven forward. The message is clear, none shall pass. Vega, gently done. Moved on forwards. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Looking here to chip it through. Clearly not happy with that. Vega. Inacio, forwards and with intent. João Cancelo. Gonçalo Inacio. Vega. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Mojica clears it away. Suarez. João Cancelo. Suarez. Diaz. Pedro Neto. João Neves shifted upfield. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. Lerma, gently done. Inacio getting this one clear. Strong running down that left flank. In it comes. That's an excellent interception. João Neves getting this one clear. Cabal. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Cancelo. He's got options in the box. Up he goes! Oh, split-second reaction.
Nuno Mendes is offering a wry smile there.
Lerma. Oh, red. Nice interception. Vega. João Neves. Vega. Gonçalo Inacio. Vitinha. Mendes looks to get on the end of this. That'll be a throw-in. Lerma. Oh, this looks sharp. Out to the right. Very nicely done. So who's he picking out? Chooses to go back. And here's James. Vega does really well to win the ball there. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. And here's Neto. That's very neat. João Felix. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Diogo Costa, long ball by the goalkeeper. it's Mendes.
Pedro Neto.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. James Rodriguez. Diaz. Cabal. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Pedro Neto.
Looking for a runner. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played into space out wide. Diaz. Now here's the delivery. Lerma. Diaz. Diaz! And he has kept it out somehow.
Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's James Rodriguez. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Gonzalo Inacio.
Pedro Neto.
Gonzalo Inacio. Joao Felix. Aim forwards. And that could set him on his way. Well read. And the danger is averted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's a nice ball. Real chance! He's got away with one there. Proves too strong. Suarez! Well, that is rather wayward. Vega moved on forwards. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha played out towards the right wing. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Colombia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Joao Felix. Now he's got space here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Diaz. And it's played forward. Oh, sweet feet. Tries to cross. Brilliantly cut out.
Pedro Neto.
Oh, just skips past his man. Sanchez wins the duel this time. Suarez. And it's James Rodriguez. Munoz. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vega shifted upfield. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. And And here's it's Cristiano Ronaldo! He is just caressing. There's the header! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. Montero, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Succumbs to the pressure. Lerma. Diaz. Cabal is onto it in a flash. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Short changes him with that pass. And it's James Rodriguez. Munoz. Played into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Mojica. Crossed into the... Climbs up big! It's a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score!
Colombia, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Vitinha forwards and with intent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. He's free, he has got space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dealt with nicely by the defence. João Neves. João Cancelo. Aim forwards. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a shot! Delivered in. Cabal tries to clear. That's really well cleared. That's really well manoeuvred. And the whistle goes for half-time. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the action is back on the way.
Colombia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's heaved it away. Munoz, gently done. Portugal being made to look sloppy in possession here. João Cancelo. Shot, surely! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Hammers. Goes for the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. João Neves. And here's João Felix. Can he finish? Gets the shot away. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's got to be... He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Hammers with the short one. Vitinha. Now it's James Rodriguez. Bruno Fernandes. Vega is there and he can get that clear. Munoz. João Felix. Gonçalo Inácio. Vega. João Felix. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Inácio, nicely aimed pass. Cabal. Mojica. Cabal. Cabal, gently done. Sanchez. It's an inviting looking ball that. Nicely intercepted. Lerma. Great defending, strong and determined. Vega. Vitinha. And playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lerma. Mojica. And it's James Rodriguez. Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Munoz. James Rodriguez. Lerma. Nice interception, well timed. Nuno Mendes. Gonçalo Inácio. João Neves. Inácio shifted upfield. Pedro Neto has got himself a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Gets it away. Vega. Time to deliver. Oh, smashing header! Mojica. Oh, can he get onto this? Calmly anticipates. João Neves. Vitinha. Vega chooses to go cross-field, and it's Cancelo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. James Rodriguez. Diaz. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Diaz. Mojica. Plenty waiting in the middle. Here comes the corner. And that has been cleared. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. Vega. Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mendes. He can get that clear. Inacio has it back and can go again. Here it is, crossed in. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, what a ball! Cabal, aim forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's onto it in a flash. Vega cuts it out. Pedro Neto. James Rodriguez. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a little off target. Gonzalo Inacio. João Cancelo. Nuno Mendes. Cabal getting this one clear.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And it's played forward. Vitinha. Played towards the other side. Inacio, aim forwards. Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? That was mighty close. That's a throw. Vitinha. Vega, gently done. João Felix. Moved on forwards. Mendes chasing after it. Looking to break at pace. Vitinha. Inacio. Oh, good spread. Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. Pedro Neto. He is through here. Ronaldo, and he's gone backward here. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Chris, and the shot! They've scored!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Vega gets across to intercept that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mojica. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice physical challenge. João Felix.
Portugal will think that now's the time to shut up shop. Just ensure you see this out without any more incident.
Portugal, however, just have to plough on and hope for a break. James Rodriguez. Munoz, forwards and with intent. Looking for a decent ball in. James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Munoz. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This might spell danger. James Rodriguez. It's run loose here. Munoz. That'll be a throw. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Inacio played over towards the opposite flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Inacio cuts out the pass. Vega. João Neves. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. Vitinha. João Neves. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes played out to the left flank. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's having a shot! Decent hit and on target. Vega, aim forwards. Vitinha. João Felix. João Cancelo pings it across. And that has been cleared. throw-in. João Neves. João Felix. And here's Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo picks it up now. Shot a goal!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And it's Munoz. João Felix. Bruno Fernandes. Into the last quarter of an hour. Munoz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bruno Fernandes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. João Cancelo is onto it in a flash. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance for a shot! And it's played forward. Mojica, who's set up one goal so far. Munoz forwards and with intent. Vitinha. Gonzalo Inacio. Vega aim forwards. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Suarez. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Inacio looks to the other side. And it's Mendes. Oh, a delicate chip through. And it's played forward. João Neves gets over and intercepts. João Felix. Mendes, now the ball in. Wins the duel this time. João Felix. He's João Felix! And he thumps it clear. Diaz. He's in plenty of space here. James Rodriguez. Spread out to the left. Suarez. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
João Neves does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mojica. Sanchez. Sanchez shifted upfield. Vega. João Neves. Suarez. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. Pedro Neto. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Mojica forwards and with intent. There's no flag! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Diaz. Diaz played out to the left flank. That looks a good cross. Well, he's clearly asking too much with that. Colombia can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Out to the left it goes. Over to the left. Cross in, looks like it's a mighty effort! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pedro Neto! Pedro Neto! He'll try to keep this alive. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Quintero. It's a good run down the right. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. Vega. It's a quick ball upfield. Munoz makes the interception. Quintero. Oh, played right into his path. That is a brilliant interception. Pedro Neto. Ambitious ball here. And it's been played through. João Felix. He's got away. João Felix with the cross. Diaz. Gonzalo Inacio. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes, here's a chance! Just sails past the upright.
Bruno Fernandes, well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Cabal. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to get it clear. João Neves. Inacio. And he goes cross-field. Nuno Mendes. Munoz. And claimed it back swiftly. Cabal. Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. João Cancelo. João Felix. Bruno Fernandes. Thinks one through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Sanchez. Cabal. Cabal, it's a sharp pass. Suarez. Mojica. And that is out of play. That's going to go a long way. Pedro Neto, done delicately. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Colombia just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Señoras y señores, los jugadores hoy están acompañados por niños de un equipo local.